heard it.
Hello, everyone. We are live. It's your girls, Monty, Dr. Joy, pre-PhD, and Callie. We're here to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac, season 7, episode 10, cleaning up. And I believe somebody shady put in Wendy's mess. I don't think that was part of the title.
I didn't put that in there.
Who would have done such a thing?
I didn't do that.
That's the name of the show, isn't it? That's the episode name.
I ain't gonna say who did that.
Wait a minute, who did it?
If it wasn't me and you, there's only one more person left, okay?
The name of the episode. I had to go back and look. It's cleaning up the mess. Okay.
What's the name of the episode?
Cleaning up the mess. She's talking about
cleaning
up Wendy's mess.
That is not what somebody named Callie put. But anyway, I added it. We awful. Okay, so anyway, have I shared this? I'm gonna share it. Okay, everything we say is allegedly our opinion, entertainment purposes only. Let's rate the episode, ladies.
I give it a 7, maybe.
Okay. What about your Joy, Isha?
I love this episode. It was to move the story along. That's how I saw it, and I give it a 8.
Yeah, I'll give it a 7.5. I thought it was pretty good.
Nobody was fighting.
Yeah,
there was a lot of reconciliation going on. I've really been thinking about what Carlos King said about Gizelle.
Okay, let's talk about it. Go ahead.
And it has, every time I watch an episode, I was thinking when this episode ended.
What did he say? What are you talking about? He said,
you told us about it, Callie. Remember?
Basically,
that she's the face of the. Okay, yeah.
She's really the face of the. You all may not like Gizelle, it's fine, but she kind of keeps the story going on. Is what he really means when he's talking about the face. And if y'all ever watch Gizelle sometimes, and she sits, everybody's sitting and eating, everybody quiet, and then Gizelle said, "Okay." And then she started answering questions. Right. She's literally done that so many times. You can all but hear the person before her said, "Okay, action." Wait a minute. And here's another one. Y'all remember after the fight, after Mia and Wendy had got into it, when Gizelle went downstairs, I was so tickled that Gizelle said, "Ooh, tomorrow is gonna be good."
Right.
Now people were saying you can see that how you want to see it. I'm gonna tell you how I saw it. Gizelle really does think of this as good TV. Like she's excited the way I was, because I said the same thing when they showed that scene. That's a clip. Next week gonna be good. You know what I mean? So
she did that at Monique's house. Remember when Monique had that boring thing at her house?
Yeah, she was like, okay.
We got at the table for Karen's birthday. She was like, "Give me a moment about Karen." That's the scene everybody loved. They don't understand that she creates these scenes.
She creates these. That's all that he was saying. And when he said that, it made me think about Robyn is doing a lot of reconciling with people. Why isn't my girl Gizelle doing it?
Gizelle don't even want to be in the same room with them. Have you not noticed?
Well, she ain't said 6 words since episode 5. I think we on episode 10.
Right. She don't even want to be.
I think it is. That's why I get so frustrated in defending her. Gizelle, I don't think wants to be in it this time. And they could not be in it and mark yourself right off the show. But I think this was Gizelle trying to stay neutral. And I think the Candiance situation threw her off this season. I really do think that Gizelle and Robyn decided to play different roles this season. And I think Robyn is probably sick of people saying, "You up Gizelle's
bush."
Yeah, and all that other silliness. And Gizelle is sick of hearing she's the mean girl plotting and planning. That's why I really do think they had a plan for this season. And Gizelle was going to take a thing back. But I think the whole thing with Candiance threw her off, because I really don't think it was meant to be what it was.
Chris did a post on today or yesterday saying people want me to let this go, and they're trying to tell me to stop talking about it, and I don't want to. But I'm like, why? Why do you want to keep prolonging this thing?
And I keep telling people, if y'all listen to, take away what Gizelle said, if y'all listen to Chris's words, he validates Gizelle's feeling.
What did we cut it out? She said, hold on, they said that we cut out where he said Gizelle should have diffused it. We probably just had the whole clip. See, we take clips from what we find.
No, I saw that.
No, it was in the clip.
That was in that clip.
Okay, I didn't see it. Okay.
Well, he did. He said that Gizelle can't be, at the end, he basically said Gizelle can't be so eager for a good scene versus being a good person.
Yeah, that was in our clip, Tori. I remember seeing that.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think she's just saying she wants us to mention to say
that was the end. So I think that she decided to play a different role this season. The situation, because if you notice, she don't even acknowledge Wendy or Candiance because she's
that's why I said she don't even want to film with them.
She doesn't want to be in that situation this year. And I think she just, and Robyn is just like, I'm finna act like I got a tick and just get into everything.
Get into it. So do y'all agree with Carlos that Gizelle should have diffused it?
The only part, because I thought about this too, that bothers me is if she had went behind Wendy to the right, she could have taken it as if she was trying to attack her. And if she had went left toward Mia, I think that it could have been a situation where, see, and you taking her side. I think things that she doesn't want to happen are happening. Y'all don't think it's Gizelle got an opinion about everything, and she ain't said nothing about that fight? I want y'all to think about that. Not one recorded word has been about that fight.
Yeah, she hasn't said anything.
I don't even Gizelle.
I think she doesn't agree that it should have happened. I think she thinks Mia's wrong. I do think all of that. I just think that she's just not even want to be part of it. But I'm not sure. Is it me? But he comes across like apologizing for her possibly misunderstanding is beneath him. Like, who is he? Do you feel that way about Chris? So she's saying, Chris is saying, this is Charlotte, is saying that Chris is coming across as if he apologized to Gizelle is beneath him. Because Ray said he should apologize.
Yeah,
because Watch Happens Live said he should apologize.
Right. If you think about this in real time, go back and rewatch that. What he says, throw out the door what Gizelle said. He literally says, and it starts off, and then which tells me something else was said. Yeah, I be watching this stuff editing. He said, and then I even offered to open the door.
Yeah.
So what would make a man say out loud to a woman in the room with him, let me open this door? And then Gizelle says, yes, because I don't need any rumors about that. Either he thought the optics looked bad or she expressed it to him. Either way it go. And this is the sort of thing that I think is jacked up. You would rather have your wife tweet your name and sexual assault next to him than to say,
oh God,
about your intentions. His wife been tweeting it. I mean, his wife been tweeting. I don't even know how to say it any different. I didn't tweet that. I would never tweet it. I don't even understand how the leak happened. Like, how do you go from he didn't say or do anything to me? Basically, I don't know if he was trying to get with me. She's talking about intent.
But can I tell y'all, Chris, I didn't do it at Shatter Up. I did this to me. I was like, Chris, I think you need to stop this. You do not need to have sexual assault by your name. Nobody's even saying that. You're the one bringing this out. He responded to me and he said, well, they said that I touched Deborah. And so that is sexual assault. He's not saying it's about Gizelle. He's saying it's about Deborah. That they said that he touched her butt. And so if he touched her without consent, that would be sexual assault.
Nobody in the world is putting that connection but him.
I'm telling you what he
said. That is the most ridiculous thing.
That's not ridiculous, Joy. That's not ridiculous. If this girl is saying that he touched her butt and
Helen, you break it up.
Going around, you might not be talking about it, but somebody is talking about
it. It didn't matter. It was a bad case of telephone.
See, people don't even know who Deborah is. I think
it was a bad case of telephone. It wasn't like
telephone. It's still out there. So,
but then I even said that to him. I said, Chris, they fixed that. They corrected that. Yeah. Everybody thought that's what Ashley said, even Karen. Yeah. All of them. So he wasn't blaming that on Gizelle. He was just blaming that on everybody. And I said, well, Ashley fixed that at the dinner. She said, no, that's not what I said. I said that he went around her and she kind of explained it. I said, so now we know nobody's trying to say you sexually assaulted. Right. He didn't answer that back. Right. But he did answer me and clarify that it didn't have anything to do with Gizelle. It had something to do with when they said that he thought that they said that he felt on the girl. So anyway, it didn't have, the sexual assault had nothing to do with Gizelle.
What was jacked up to me is, this is why this was a bad whatever. I'm wondering, is he feeding off of Candiance? Because he's normally a rational dude. He appeared to be on TV a pretty rational dude. Right. And he's not thinking rationally. This ain't about tying down, kissing nobody's behind. You can't measure my intent. You understand what I'm saying? You can't tell me my intent on any situation.
Joy.
And I don't have a problem with apologizing if I misrepresented it.
I mean, you can say, I'm sorry if I came across a certain way, but that's not saying that you're wrong. But I hate those type of sorries because I hate the but and the.
Well, you know what? You might not be able to measure someone's intent, but if you look at it from all the possible options, if there was no negative intent behind it, why'd you wait till the cameras were on to talk about it?
She said it was related to something that Ashley said. She said she had no.
Think about it from Chris' perspective. What is your intent? I mean, why are you talking? That was a long time ago.
But here's the difference.
He's the one that matters.
I don't think he should apologize.
Wait a minute. She could then return it. And that's a valid question. You don't know my intent, and I don't know your intent. But why is it okay for her to question him, but him not to question? It should go both ways.
Yeah, I don't think he should apologize. I don't think anybody should apologize to anybody. It was a misunderstanding on both people's parts. I think they should just let it go. And try to move on. Because even Candiance was like, at her thing was like, I don't like us not all being together. Like, she can sense that everybody's like doing their own thing now. Only certain people at certain things. And I do like when the whole group is together. Even if they don't like each other, I feel like this group still can get along. But anyway,
I agree, Latoya.
You know, I have been posting the last couple of weeks that this can't go on like this. Like,
yeah, I don't think he needs to apologize.
Remember, I was like, you can't. Yeah. They have to genuinely make up and move on.
I don't know if they will. I think that after, all the confessionals where some people are just keep talking about people, I don't know if I would ever be that with you anymore. But
Robyn apologized to Wendy. Her feelings were hurt, not that she felt she was wrong.
Yeah, and I feel like that's not really an apology. But she did say, I apologize if you felt that way. Wendy said that apology didn't last long.
I thought she said their anger didn't last long.
No, I think apology. So too, Charlotte, when she said that, I think Candiance overreacted. I think that Candiance, all of them, this is the part that bothers me about this. They are talking outwardly about plotting and planning as if this is a game. So everybody feels attacked and they act like it. So anytime somebody says something, they think, oh, they're attacking me. This is what you're trying to do this season. Look, and I just think that's what, I really do think that's what happened with Candiance. Like, if you listen to her, how many times have you heard her talk about, I've been her when you be plotting or planning? To me, I would rather for them to be planning out something that don't hurt nobody for real, or than some of this crap being real. Because it's like some of this is so ridiculous at times. They be fighting over nothing. We can't even remember. We be like, why? If somebody said, why this person or this person don't like each other, you got to go back 4 seasons.
But I do think that production wants it to be over, because when they were sitting there and Candiance and Chris, and I think Candiance looked beautiful. I think it was a green dress. and or burgundy, whatever. It looked good on her skin. She was like, well, if he does do this and talk to her, you know, what is Gizelle going to say next? Like, people are trying to get this resolved. I don't know if it's production. I don't know if it's Karen. I don't know if it's who. But Karen and Ray felt like he should apologize. I don't feel like he should apologize. I think they just need to move on.
Yeah.
I
don't know if
Karen has so much she needs to apologize for. She ought to just stay out of Chris's business.
I mean, I would apologize if for no other reason. I would want this crap to end.
Yeah,
like it just. This would have, if this was my husband, this wouldn't have made it past episode 3.
Mine either, and it would not be on Twitter.
Made it past.
It would not be on social media.
I would not.
He probably has so much built up in him because she brought it up on TV months after it happened. No matter her reason
that
for
could
it,
be it.
The fact that somebody is still even you bringing up something that long ago.
It was only like 2 months.
It don't matter. That's what I said. 3 months, 4 months, whatever it is. Yeah, you didn't bring it up at the time because the cameras wasn't rolling. So he should be cautious in some ways, and apologizing could in some way be admitting to guilt. And he don't need to put himself in that situation.
But she said he didn't.
I don't understand why. I think
then she needs to be apologizing to him.
Such a lack of humility. Saying I'm sorry is the most minimal thing that you could do.
It's also
you
the
really
most
have to be
not like grandpa,
because everybody says I'm sorry all the time, and half of them don't mean it. They end up doing the same thing a couple of days later and need to apologize again. So apologies should be taken more seriously because the intent behind it is for you to apologize and not repeat whatever it was again.
No, it wasn't. If it would be, look, I said. Only thing Gizelle was accusing him, well, I ain't gonna say accusing. The issue was,
but you should, because that's what it seemed like.
Say she didn't. That's how they've made it. She only questioned his intent in her.
That's
and
enough.
But let me be clear. That was in confessionals. Candiance didn't see that. Chris didn't see that until it's airing in real time. They're only responding off of what Gizelle told her.
That is true too.
I mean,
but now they do see it, and it sounds like
that's neither here nor there. What we're watching on TV, they never saw any of this until it aired.
But now they see it, and they're still talking. So he was still upset about it, whether he saw it.
Like he has the right to be upset.
I'm not saying that he doesn't. I'm just saying that it's a question of intent. Intent has no value. It's not tangible. So if you thought I came in here to kill you because I happen to have this knife in my hand and I was just excited because I found it, now I can cut this wire I need, it's intent. Girl, I'm sorry I scared you.
Okay, well, I don't know you in here until you tell me. I don't know you in here until you tell me. So if you bringing something up like that, I am questioning your intent. Oh, you're just looking for a wire?
You can ask me, but you can ask me and I could clear that up. It's a
Did she ask him? Did she talk to him about it?
She didn't.
Okay, that's my point. So why are we trying to get
should have went to the
something like that could put him in some kind of negative light, especially with his new job?
You would never go to him before you went to his wife. That's an inappropriate conversation.
So
the conversation in general is inappropriate.
But not telling his wife
that she brought it on TV when it didn't happen on TV.
That's who she was supposed to tell, his wife.
Okay. So do y'all agree with Carla when she said no man, married or single, should be in a room with an available woman, period?
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing to disagree about. I mean, I get that. So for whatever situation they were up in there, and you don't wait to speak about it until 4 months later when the camera's in front of you, what is your intent? That's why he needs to be careful with his words.
Okay,
apology could
that's
mean a
the
whole
only
lot.
thing. You actually,
it's not the only thing.
Is a real word. Intention is a real word. I'm sorry, my intentions were misinterpreted. That would literally end it.
For who? For you.
No.
Your earrings are beautiful. I'm sorry. Where did I get them from? I want some. I like them.
That's a good way to get off the topic. Gorgeous earrings.
Thank you, Callie. You like my little segue?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. Neither one of y'all going to agree to this. Y'all have to agree to disagree on this one. Because I don't think he should apologize, though. But I do understand. I understand both sides. but I don't think neither one of them should apologize. But I do wish they would move on.
Switzerland.
I'm gonna be Karen today. I'm gonna be Switzerland. Oh, I don't want to be Karen. Let me change.
Thank
that.
you. I was just about to say, please don't.
I do want to say, let's talk about Candiace's birthday party and who was all there. Did y'all know
her birthday party or graduation?
It was her ugly sweater. Right? Monique's co-stars were there. Did y'all see that?
I saw that. The one of the girls. Let me ask y'all this question.
Both of them was there.
What did y'all think about? We ain't even talked about. Why are we talking about that and not? Go ahead.
What? Okay. Because I was about to talk about Candiace, but anyway.
Right. I was like, what?
Okay. So
I saw that. Yeah.
Did we ever talk about Candiace's breakdown in the car with Robyn? I don't remember us talking about that.
No.
When she was drunk.
Mm-mm.
What do y'all think about that? Is that just is that what Lisa Rinna should have done?
Yeah.
Pulled out the camera?
And they said it was Ashley.
Ashley pulled it out.
Yeah, that's exactly what should have happened. That's why I don't believe Rinna.
Right. I don't know. I feel like they was just drunk. I didn't know Candiace and Robyn was that close. She looks like she's closer to Robyn than Wendy.
She was actually really close to Gizelle at some point. All of them half the cast were really, really close at some point. But I think what it is, and I always say Robyn is a person, she really has been kind of riding on Gizelle's coattails in a way. Mm-hmm. And she really, and I like Robyn a lot. But I think that's why she stepped up this season. The producers probably told her to give something, she on the cutting block. Mm-hmm. And that's why she doing a lot. And that's why I said in Gizelle is stepping back. But they all used to be close. So I'm not surprised that she said that. They really were a cohesive cast. The only one that really didn't hang out with them was Monique and Karen.
Karen, yeah.
They were a really good cast. That's why they used to give some pretty good TV, in my opinion. Like their fights weren't so ugly really until really Monique kind of messed over Gizelle.
Well, let's talk about this. So y'all think Candiace did admit that she did bring up Ray being in these streets. A producer had to remind her. I thought she handled that well with Karen, though, the way she apologized. What do y'all think?
Oh, it's neither here nor there. She just proves her own point. Ain't none of them loyal. Well, because, even if the rumors are true and this is a producer cut, I don't know if y'all heard that rumor. Have y'all heard that? So there's a rumor that the reason that Candiace doesn't remember is because she actually said something on Watch What Happened Live that makes me think this is true. She said on Watch What Happened Live that when Andy asked her why didn't she remember saying that about Karen, she said because it didn't happen the way like that. So the conversation didn't happen like that. The reason that she doesn't is because allegedly she was repeating something that they were talking about Sharice and Ray. Sharice and the rumors about Ray and Karen.
Well, you know why people are saying that's because they cut to it.
Yes, and and she's allegedly telling the story. This is why Karen has been running away from Sharice. So she's saying, well, that's because they cut out this part, something along this lines. Well, you know the real reason why Karen is not being around Sharice. She don't want to be there because they say, and that part, all that part is cut off.
Cut off.
All you hear her say is they say she's been running in these.
No, but then she said, "We see you, bitch." That means that was from her. Who is we? Go back and watch it. We see you, bitch. At the restaurant.
Was that in the confessionals?
No, that was when she's talking to Ashley. We see you out in the restaurants, and it's not with another. It's not Ray. She said we.
Okay.
So no.
I'm just telling you what the rumor is. The rumor is the reason that she doesn't remember it is because it was cut up in such a way the conversation
not
didn't
after
happen.
She get Ray his melatonin, she going to cheat. You know what, Carla? You know what, Carla? But Ray is like 20 years older than her, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So Karen still got her hot girl summer in her.
I'm trying to think, what else was that about?
Congrats to Candiance for her MBA. She got 2 degrees, not 4. Wendy let
And
y'all
then
know.
Wendy come walking in saying, you what you say? You got 2, I got 4. You got 2, I got more. I'm like, Wendy, sit down. Stop. Come
She's
in
so
there reminding
elitist.
everybody she
I
has
can't
4.
believe y'all let her get away with that. Like, don't nobody say that. She's so elitist.
Because they so against the other people that they trying to make Wendy happen, and it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Was Candiance sincere about what?
Yeah, what was Candiance? Yeah. What you mean? Was she sincere about what? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. She said she was 50. No, she done forgot some years. So you don't think Karen 50? Child. No, Karen 59.
She 59.
No. Karen Huger?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we
the
looked her
party
up.
was 5'9". Didn't you hear her keep
saying
that?
Up and it was 6'5".
Oh, you ain't right.
No, I thought we looked that up. Didn't we look that up a few calls ago?
We did, but I think it's wrong. Okay. Didn't they say I think it said she 5'9" and we thought she was 70. Ain't that what you said, Callie? Wasn't me?
I know I ain't seen nothing to confirm 59.
Now who is Matt? It's Matt Karen's representative. I'm trying to figure out who this man is.
You know, he done popped up several times. He was all kinds of people to her.
He's been with other housewives too, I heard. Somebody said
I was just finna say. He's associated with a big time blogger or somebody.
Yeah.
That's associated with somebody else. It was something that Karen did underhand, and I can't remember regarding him. It was something real dirty.
Well, that's
no. Was it Monique? We're associated with some of the same people.
Mm-hmm.
It's only 2 of us that got a blog. I can't remember the situation, but I remember her saying that, and that's me and Karen.
Yeah,
he was the common denominator.
He was there when the Ray text thing was up too.
Yeah,
but he ain't got blue eyes, so he ain't blue eyes, right?
People were saying he was, but no.
I agree. I feel like Karen had so much surgery. And it's like people didn't like Karen. She got a new face and became Two-Face. And so I'm sitting here like, why all of a sudden y'all think Karen look good and Karen is this when she had to change her whole personality, her whole face.
Now her personality is the same.
Now she don't act as elitist and as etiquette like as she did in the beginning.
Right. Okay.
Because she kept getting busted.
Yeah.
You can only lie so much.
Ray, as
you run and move.
I used to love Ray. That's because she be faking them scenes. She was like, I take care of my man. Well, you have been neglectful lately.
Took him to get upstairs to get in the toilet.
What I say? I'm being good. She looks like Madame the Puppet. I don't think she looked that bad. Did she still have her mole?
I get what you're saying, but she does look like that.
No, she does not. Y'all need to be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah.
Did she get her? I'm not talking about anybody's neck, ankles, none of that. I'm not gonna be Candiance today. I'm not doing it.
Now, she was the stovepipe, or was there someone else?
No, Gizelle has stovepipe legs. That's what Karen said.
I've never noticed anything wrong with Gizelle neck or legs, so it's weird when I hear people bring that up.
Hold on.
I think Gizelle is a beautiful lady, and I think that's why they do that to her. It's because she's so pretty that it don't matter. What else I got?
Oh, wait, that's wrong.
Candiance and Robyn meet. Do you think Robyn should have met when she was so sad? Joy, how are you me now? You and Callie be signing in as me.
Okay, but how sad is that? So her hairdresser's brother and sister.
Yes.
Had a car. That was really, really, really sad. Aww.
I hate that.
But Candiance is so sweet.
Do you think she should have met up with Candiance, or should she just?
Well, yeah. I mean, sometimes. Well, first of all, maybe they don't get a paycheck if they're not on camera, so that
probably.
And second of all, sometimes when you have to talk about other things, something that's sad.
Callie, you have a lot of Like, I don't know. Say it again.
I have a lot of what?
It's like a lot of like a something. Like your microphone is covered or something. But go ahead. Say it one more time.
I have no idea what I just said. Tell me what I said.
Something about it's like she needed to get away to talk to somebody.
Sometimes it's good to talk about something else to take your mind off of the sad tragedy that that has rocked you in this moment. And
I hate that. That's really sad.
What are we talking about?
Talking about Robyn.
Robyn's
Picture Robyn have met up with Candiance, being so sad.
Yeah. And it must have just happened, and somebody put in a group that whoever it was had just lost their twins in a car accident. Like it was death after death after death after death. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh no, I didn't know that. Okay. Oh well, that's so sad. So I guess it was good for her. And people were talking about Robyn's outfit at Candiace's
She had on biker shorts.
And
with high heels.
What she
did. She had on tennis shoes.
No, she had on wedges.
She had on high heels.
No, she had on high heels.
Did she?
Uh-huh.
All of them look country as hell at this thing. Wendy had on a sweater and some booty shorts.
Yeah,
so cute though. That sweater and stuff. I love it.
It looked on her skin.
Well, yellow is gonna be fire on her skin because
I didn't notice what she had on. You said she had on shorts.
Yeah, she had on booty shorts.
I thought she looked so cute with that little hat on too. Okay, that's my kind of outfit.
Not about the hat, Callie, but okay.
You didn't like it?
I don't remember it. I gotta look. Show me a picture.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, I gotta go back to my notes. I started playing the game, y'all. I'm sorry.
You started playing a game.
I did, Callie. I did the Callie. Okay,
I got a squirrel. Are we playing here?
Ashley, okay, what do y'all think about Ashley and Michael? Because something was missing. Uncle Lump told her she was dumb or something. And I didn't hear that.
That was so sad because there's so much pressure on Black women to be strong. And Ashley's being honest. I mean, it's nothing wrong with that. She's basically saying, I'm going to be ultimately responsible for these two human beings. And I don't want to do this by myself. I'm scared. She's terrified of being on her own. That.
Yeah. But does that mean you go and stay with the man that you really don't want to be with?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
But I'm not saying that she don't, that she should stay with him. All I'm saying is it was glad to see on TV. It's so much pressure about Black women being strong and and we got this. We scared. And I think that really takes away from our femininity. I just believe that.
But
you don't have to be
Yes.
I didn't see one tear.
No, that was sincere. She looked seriously. I believed I saw tears, I do believe.
I said she was like one tear, 1 week, Wendy. Okay, I take that back. Okay.
She was, when she said, I'm so scared, I felt that. I felt that in my soul. Because I mean, we do it because we have to. That ain't no easy feat to raise children by yourself.
Oh, yeah. She got 2 young ones.
Right. She got 2 under 4.
Well, Michael is like a granddaddy to them, though, right?
But I'm like, even if granddaddy stepped in, when he live with you, he'll give you some help. She just think that moving forward, she's going to have on nanny just to film with us.
She said Ashley is not the brightest.
To film with us, we part of the cast, right,
Joy? Right, Joy.
I feel the same way.
You understand what I'm saying? It's not gonna be easy for her. I felt that, and I was like, I'm so glad. People may think that we seen her white daddy that she, she mixed, but she is a Black woman.
She's a Black woman.
This is gonna be hard for her, and she a Black woman with some children that don't necessarily look like they match.
Yeah.
So she's gonna be dealing probably her whole life. Y'all know
I agree. Like Garcia.
You know exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is what happened when you
No,
I
don't know
what you're saying. Cold. Look, we talking cold.
Like Meghan Markle's mama, too.
Right.
Okay.
We talking cold. You gotta know Southern talk. Southern talk mean her babies look white. She don't. She looks something.
Yeah, she don't look white.
And I think about even Victoria Rawlin, I think was
Yeah,
her
Raul.
name.
she was her
She
nanny.
had to clown to get her own child out of the birthing ward.
Yeah.
And that girl, I mean, she's still white. I mean, you cannot tell that she is biracial.
I know. I
saw, beautiful girl. She is 100% white or something.
Yeah.
What is Ashley worried about? Her husband is rich. Sandy wants to know.
But ultimately, she's alone. Even if Ashley can't even now go shower when she want to, she can at least say, "Here, let me go take a shower." Yeah. It's difficult. Life is difficult.
And she might also be a little bit worried because of her job. She travels a lot.
Yeah, she gotta hire her own. She gotta hire 2 nannies probably the next time she films, because Michael ain't gonna make it easy for her.
I think people are so used to people being single parents.
Yeah.
That it's just like you can make it. Yeah. But she doesn't want, sometimes I think I don't know.
And when you grow up as a single parent and desire that kind of emotion or whatever from somebody, look at how she treat her uncle.
Yeah.
Like that was like her father figure. She had a father that flat out rejected her. Those kind of people want their families together. The hardest, the strongest, because they know what it's like to have an absent parent.
Yeah, I agree. I wish the best for her. I think she likes Luke. I don't know how, but Luke's older than Ashley, but I don't know how.
Every time I see them together, I be like, "Where your kids at?"
Right? You think her and Michael have the like Mel and Martell thing, where it's 1 week on, 1 week off type thing, or?
I have no idea.
Maybe Sheila got him. Ain't that her mama name?
I don't think she moved yet. Did she move? I heard her say
she still live at the Motel 6.
No,
well, she ain't under the bridge no more. She ain't under the bridge.
They were saying the end of August. They hear her say that at some point.
Oh, you said has she moved out of the house?
Yeah,
Michael. Gotcha. Okay.
Because I heard her say something.
I was talking about Sheila in the pen.
Me too.
I said she ain't under the bridge no more. Okay, where we at? Does Mia still own the joint clinics? I thought she didn't.
She has partners. They have partners. It's just not them. But I don't know what was up. The brother-in-law, but she posted something like they back.
Oh, she did.
Okay. Like they back and out of money trouble? Is that what you mean?
Or they back like together.
Oh, the brother and all them. Okay.
I mean, because you got to think about that. Well, at least I thought about that. If they are partners with his brothers, and then they see them on TV living it up, they're probably like, God, how is that looking for us? Who else should be living that good but is not type thing? I would think that would cause some questions and make some kind of issues between them.
You don't think they were living there before they start filming? You think they moved there to film?
Well, she said they moved there to film. Well, she moved closer to film. They always had the condo.
That's the new house. That's the actual house that they rented in Potomac. I know that one. I meant the penthouse that they had.
Oh, I don't know.
Because if that's the situation, I can see that.
Don't you think they're living it up too? Just not showing us?
What?
That the brother.
Well, and that's my point. Sometimes you don't always see how good or bad a person is living unless you're watching them all the time. You can come over for dinner, but that might not. But we seeing them on TV. G picked up the phone and ordered her a Jeep. His brother probably thinking, what else is going on? Let's check the money because they show. I don't know. It's just something.
But Mia's getting paid for this show, right?
How much?
Usually your first season, they probably lowballed them their first season.
$5,000 maybe. 10.
You're a tester.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you first come, you have to kind of qualify yourself.
Yeah.
Well, Monique said it was a little check, so we're gonna believe her.
Well, her check with Carlos must have been littler. Because she said she was looking on the dotted line and the money didn't make sense, so they got to walk away from the table. So I'm sure their budget is much less than Bravo.
I think she thought, and I might talk about her that much, that she was going to be the star and end up being somebody else.
Yeah, because that's what Carlos made her believe. I knew that.
I don't think it was that she was a star.
She thought she was going to be. That's what I'm saying.
She was the star. She was meant to be the star. She was the leader of that pack.
She was, yeah.
Carlos broke that down before we even saw the first episode.
But she wasn't. That Ashley girl in Winter. Is that her name?
Yeah, Winter's. I don't know if Winter's coming back.
I didn't see any of them in a position of a star.
Yeah, Winter's back.
Oh, where'd you see that at?
On Winter's post, and she said, "Prepare for her to be messy, because reality TV is not all roses."
All right, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Way more too.
Them as a star last year. They
had. But they were the show.
They were supposed to be, is what we're saying, Joy. But they just wasn't bright enough to be it. Mm-hmm. Other people came and took what Monique thought was going to be her shine. She just wasn't likable. She wasn't likable from what I heard. I didn't watch it.
So she thinks she got a bad edit.
I do want to say this,
and I think it's a real edit because her and her husband were having problems, and we just saw some of it, and she was not. I mean, she was. You know, it's hard. So it's hard to talk about when you know somebody's having problems in their marriage. But she was meaner to him than she ever was to Candiace. And remember, she beat Candiace up. And she was mean to her husband. I'm just saying, I hate to say it. And it was hard to watch for me. I couldn't wait to get over there to DJ Quick Fast and them. They was funny.
That's what I heard that they like. Who is Ashley? Who is she?
What are we talking about?
DJ Quick Fast.
Oh, I can get to that. I got two things I want to mention that we didn't do. Let's talk about that first. What do y'all think about Mama Dot and her shade on Gizelle?
What?
I thought it was funny.
You broke out.
Trying to say Gizelle was a snake.
So there was a snake that ended up being at Candiace's backyard party. And Mama Dot said, "Oh, I thought you said Gizelle said she wasn't coming. She's here." And she pointed at the snake.
Did that happen on the show?
You didn't catch that, Kelly?
Oh no! Oh my god!
Yes, I thought it was funny.
Who made the comment? Did you say Mama made the comment?
Mama Dot.
You ain't heard that. Funny. Okay.
That tells me you ain't paying Candiace much attention, because that was Candiace's.
Yeah, no, you know what though? No, I guess I'm not, but I watch her on everything else. I even started to watch her TV show.
Paula said she was wrong. That was not funny. I thought it was funny, and I'm a Gizelle fan.
What?
Oh, someone said that's Charlotte. I'm eating y'all. Can you read it, Hallie? How you doing?
Charlotte, this coming from a mother who hit her daughter upside the head. Right.
Just like me.
Right. Right. What did y'all think about this?
It comes from a mother who said your daughter's a narcissist. She said, "Yeah, we talked about that. It didn't last long."
Yeah.
Y'all see this? Let's talk about this.
Let me finish talking about Mama Dot.
Okay.
Mama Dot said that Candiace was a narcissist. Poor brat.
She sure did.
So she just talked about everybody.
I like her though.
She talked about Chris being a deadbeat dad. So we talked about that already with them not lasting long. What you want to say, Joy?
I wanted to. What did y'all think about what did y'all think Robyn was telling her? Because I'll tell you, I can hear something.
It's Callie, something.
Callie, you rubbing against something. Your mic is. I was gonna say that this is what I thought Robyn was telling Wendy when they were having that conversation. She was talking about Wendy and basically not trying to win a debate. Why are you so comfortable having this conversation with me one-on-one? This has been my thing about Wendy. Wendy is a very likable person if she showed herself. But Wendy isn't the same person. She's not being real to us. We really don't know who she is. And I think Robyn was telling her, can we have this, see this part of us within a group? Because when she gets to a group, she's very combative. And it's not just her. All of them are, because all of them think they're out to get one another. Like you can feel it. Like they're ready to pounce. Everybody thinks people are trying to make a story out of them. Don't nobody trust nobody. Yeah. I know I ain't the only person that feels like
said
this.
She agreed.
Who?
That Wendy. She said that she felt like she sometimes comes across as a debater.
Yeah, like, but they just don't trust one another.
So, Sandy, you think they pick on Wendy?
I don't think they pick on Wendy. I think Wendy thinks they are trying to come after her. They think that Wendy got the best of them last year, and they think they're going to retaliate.
Wendy got the best of them last year?
She got the best of Gizelle. She was able to have that huge read when I think they were in Williamsburg, and they were having that conversation, and all that mess that she was saying, agree with it or not, you know, although I may not agree, the masses think that's where Wendy read.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
So if you feel like that, I think that there's just such a paranoia. Just even how Candiance responded, even Robyn, who's been clear that she does not think Gizelle said what she said. She's also said things like on Watch What's Happening Live, he said, do you believe Gizelle or Chris? She said, oh, I know it happened. She told me right after. So she's never denied that it happened. She just doesn't think that she should have said that on camera.
Right.
That's the leg of it. That's the leg of it.
Why do you? Who's intimidated? Sandy says she thinks they're intimidated by Wendy. Why?
It's nothing about her. Well, she's intimidating because she's loud. She's intimidating, and she got a speech impediment too. I don't know if y'all. I've been saying that.
Yeah.
She has a speech impediment when she couldn't say Chicago. But yeah, I was talking to the TV when he was talking about that too. But yeah, she can be intimidating. Wendy is tall and she's loud. Like, think about the tangents that she go on. Even when Robyn was trying to defuse her, she was like, she was study screaming at Mia, trying to get Mia to come back when they were having that argument. And Wendy was like, Robyn got up and was like, oh Lord, yes, she won, everybody.
You won.
Wendy got to even be louder than that.
Yeah, she did. Because even
like she screams, she don't let no, it's almost like I have to annihilate you.
But I think she's just loud. Because even when Robyn was like, okay, I'm gonna say I'm sorry, she was like, oh yay! Girl, you know you do not care about Robyn that much. But yeah, come on 2 degrees, not 4. We talked about that. Did y'all hear when Chris said that Candiance says I'm always on time because I'm white? I laughed. I don't know if y'all did, but
she makes the most weirdest comments about race.
Oh God, we about to get into that conversation.
I thought it was funny. Yeah, I mean, I think she forgets he's white because he's so cool. I would forget he was white too.
She posted on Twitter the other day that when are white people gonna learn to stay out of black people's business? And people were like, you tell your white husband that? Like, it was like one after another. It's like she don't even hear herself. Now, it could have had some totally different meaning. It could have been a joke amongst her friends. It could have been, you know what I'm saying? It could have been any reason for saying that. It could have been a political reason because so much is going on with these players, Kyrie Irving. It could have been a political reason, whatever.
Ooh.
But that girl she talks weird.
Kelly, can you read that?
I'm sorry, I'm listening to the delusions that Joy is talking about. I can't see anything else.
No, read it, Karen.
I kind of agree with that. I agree with that, Charlotte. It's weird. I agree with that.
Read it, Joy.
She basically says Candiance acts like having a white man is a prize. Why is she always so focused on race? She really is. She is laser focused about it.
Okay,
it's weird.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so she thinks he's the prize, Charlotte says, and then Joy says she must forget she's married to a white man. I mean, come on, y'all
I said
talking
that,
two different
not
things.
Joy. I think because he's so
Joy
cool.
did just say that.
I said
I agree.
Okay,
I think once when you're in a interracial relationship, there are lines that don't need to be crossed by neither race. And I feel like she crosses them. And having a white husband, she should not. You should be more unified and showing people how it works, rather than pitting white against black or say. And that's just my opinion. It's her Instagram, it's her Twitter, it's her. She has the right to say what she wants. But if I was her PR person, I would ask her to stop. And I don't know. But his penis is brown, so maybe he's black.
That's
but his dinkling's brown. Do y'all feel like? Does anybody else agree that she feels like? I don't. The one thing that she said that I thought was weird was when she called them white adjacent, because most of them have black parents, and she's gonna have a white parents. She's gonna have a child by a white man. Her child's gonna be more white adjacent than anybody except Ashley, and so I didn't understand that.
Yeah, she said some off stuff like I was like, all the ways you could call a black woman married to a white man a hoe. Like all the ways. She picks bed wrench.
And how are y'all saying she acts like she has a pride if
in the same
I didn't say
being
that,
negative? That doesn't even make sense.
No, I don't think that she feels like he's a prize. I feel like she's the prize. I feel like he won because
we know what reality is, but that ain't necessarily his. We know what reality is. She is the prize. That's not debatable. But what does how she sees him?
I don't know. Yeah, love is love. Why is she focused on race? She screams insecure. I don't know. I don't like that she does the race thing.
I said, what is that? What my baby say? She act like she would. What was that dude who building the school in New York?
Oh, I don't know.
The African guy, he married 2 women. He ain't African, he black. He from New York.
Simon Gubata?
No, he married.
Simon, girl, get off my phone, Kelly.
He say he's related to Frederick Douglass.
I don't know who you're talking about.
God, I can't think his name. He got an African or Muslim name. He Muslim.
But what about him? What are you saying? What's the connection?
I was just gonna say Candiance act like he married to him. The way she talk very like
she's very Afrocentric, very
right. She talk racist. It's like it's confusing.
A lot of white people were like, I was gonna buy your CD, but you don't want me to be in your business. Yeah. Like she's isolating people too. Yeah. And I'm not saying that my goodness. Like, I don't know. I just think she doesn't mean some of the things she tweets.
Actually, she said, this is what the tweet said. I just found it. Some of y'all New Year's resolution.
Oh, Dr. Unarmed Johnson. She said Dr. Unarmed Johnson. Is that his name?
Yes. Omar Johnson.
Oh,
Umar. Sorry, Umar. Thank you. She act like she married to Dr. Umar. Like he the blackest black man you ever go.
Chris is pretty down, y'all. He's pretty down for the cause. So I'm with her on that. Okay. Mama Dot said that they need to stop saying that. Look, Candiance wants to be pregnant. Say what you got to say, Callie, before I move on.
I already said it. I'm just laughing at y'all.
Okay. Because I don't want you to say I see
about her wanting to be pregnant.
Yeah, that's what I was going to talk about.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Somebody said how hypocritical Candiance is because if y'all remember, Ashley was saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna drink. I'm not because I'm trying to get pregnant." And Candiance got on her when she saw her drinking.
Yeah.
And they said her Candiance is sitting on the counter talking about she thinks she might be pregnant, but at this party she's drinking champagne.
Oh. I didn't even notice that.
I said yes. I said I didn't trip off of it either.
Do you think that she's having issues like fertility issues?
What?
Candiance.
I mean, she said she was. You can't. She's 35. That they're asking you already. They have to be trying at least 9 months, I think, for them to even.
Do IVF?
Yeah. You have to be actively trying so many months.
I hate that.
Yeah. And she had tweeted one time, what are some things to help her get pregnant? I gave her some, and people said no. I was like, I know a whole lot of babies been born on some Geritol. You take Geritol to build up your body, and cough syrup. It's something in cough syrup. It starts with a G, and if you Google it, it helps. I don't know if it softens your womb, but I can't think of what it does something. It's a direct effect of your inside bit part.
Well, I hope that she can. I mean, I know she wants a baby. Chris has kids already, though, right?
Yeah, we saw
like 2 or 3. I don't know how many he has. Do y'all know?
It was 2 of
3. 2 too young, and then he has an older one that he doesn't.
Oh, he sure does have an older one.
That's why Candiance is surprised. I'm just gonna say that. Okay. Is Jamal coming?
He showed up.
All right. I was waiting.
And I bet he'll make it up the stairs before Ray does.
Honey, Ray, the producers, when Ray walked up them stairs to the tub, the producers took a break. Honey, it took Ray. I said, if they don't get a house with no stairs,
she need a big ranch house. That was funny. That really was funny.
Candiance and Chris have been using condoms. Yeah, they have. And I bet she's been on birth control too.
Is Erica Lyles coming to the show next season?
I don't think so.
Okay. But wasn't that a rumor for a minute? Or was that just...
People keep claiming that because, and I think it's only because her birthday pictures kind of surfaced with Gizelle, and they were talking about that. I heard where she moved.
I thought she moved to New York.
Yeah, that's what I heard. But she was married in New Jersey.
I mean, she still can come on.
Yeah.
Did you see the other picture that I'm gonna share it that Gizelle has on, like this cranberry dress from the birthday party?
Whose birthday party?
Erica.
Oh, the twin.
No,
yeah. I thought it was silver.
No, it's another one. She has on a burger. It's beautiful. I'm gonna share it in a minute.
But
okay, let's talk about the twins party.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about the party?
It was cute, and people was just like,
you mean the sequence dress? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a sequence dress. Yeah.
People were saying, why is her children don't even want to be around her? I was like, y'all must not have.
They did not say that.
A lot of people were saying that in groups. I was like, y'all are tripping. Like, they're teenagers. Right. Like Gizelle wasn't gonna be down there anyway. She was planning to have a whole party upstairs.
People in group just want everybody to be miserable. If they really think her kids don't want to be around her. Right. Oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
What y'all think about Robyn and Juan and the intimate wedding?
I wouldn't spend a dime on no wedding. I wouldn't. I would. They should go to the courthouse or have somebody come into their house who could legally do it and get married. I wouldn't be so bothered. I wouldn't be trying to spend these are two people that are in a good place probably financially. They done bought their dream house together. They living it up. Ain't no way I would then try to put on a wedding for the cameras. If I did, it'll be on a paid vacation to Mexico on the beach. And everything was $2,000 max. I just wouldn't.
I would have a nice reception. Wouldn't you just have a nice reception party? I wouldn't, because they've already been married. I mean, I wouldn't put a lot. So Leanne doesn't think they're going to get married at all.
Oh, I think they are, and I think they're probably going to. I got a feeling that it'll be before the reunion. They have a They have a marriage license. They have.
I hope they do it before court starts.
They have until February to do it. They probably will get married at home. They probably get married today.
I feel like Charlotte. I feel like they're already married.
And I keep wondering, in that one outfit that Robyn has in the confessionals that look kind of 80-ish like with all the colors.
Yeah.
She don't look pregnant to y'all. In that, it looked like Robyn got a stomach and she don't have no stomach.
Yeah, she might have been bloated. I think they're married.
They could be. They really could be. I know they applied.
I think that they're already married, and I think that's why
I don't think they are. I think we would know if
Andy
they
was
were.
like, we wasn't there. Like she said, it'll be told on the show, and Andy was like, but we wasn't there, or something like that. Like it wasn't filmed.
I don't think they are. I really don't. I think TMZ would have told us by now.
Oh, you think
not
so?
If they did it privately, like in their house. When she said just the four of us, I said, oh yeah, they gonna get some preacher in their family store, whomever.
But it still has to be registered, right?
Yeah, they're registered already.
Okay, so I really think that there are some agencies out there, TMZ and others, that have somebody on the regular daily basis looking to see who has filed what out of more popular people. And I would think Robyn and Juan would fall into that category because we've been waiting on them to get married for years. I don't think
on the podcast she does say her husband, and so does Gizelle. Sometimes they slip up, but I don't know if that's just something they say, as or if it happened. I think she should get married on the show because I want to be at the wedding, and that's the only way.
But I wouldn't even mind to give us a vacation where they went on.
But he don't want to be filmed with them though, like that.
Or even I would even like a Vegas, and they was like, oops.
Yeah, we can do a vow renewal that, and Marceau, he'll do it. He won't do it. Because Karen said they just like shacking up and they don't want to get married. And that's okay too, right?
In the eyes of God, they still married, right?
Yeah. That's what we just saying, Leanne. Like, if they don't, what's gonna change? I don't think anything. She wants a prenup. I think he would give her a prenup though.
I think he would too.
Yeah.
I think they're probably at a place where they're financially, that I just giggled about something. When somebody asked Robyn, that could have been Watch What's Happening Live, asked Robyn about Juan, did he know that his name wasn't on the house? She was like, shh, he don't watch the show.
Yeah, he don't watch.
He don't watch the show.
I think he would give her a prenup.
I think he would, yeah.
And I think after so many years, after you've been like Ashley's, kind of like Ashley's prenup, it will be a good one. I guess I'll bring some people in. Did we cover everything?
And why do y'all think Karen is bringing up the girlfriend?
Oh, let's talk about that. So Karen gonna say Juan's girlfriend looked like her, blonde. Karen just started wearing the blonde. She
said that like that's a good thing. I mean,
I said a preview.
Yeah, but Karen just started wearing blonde. She used to have dark hair. She just recently started wearing blonde hair. So I would say the person probably look more like Robyn and Gizelle since they've been wearing the blonde hair. But
I just wonder what happened between her and Robyn that would make her bring up this alleged girlfriend.
She has been on Juan for years.
Yeah.
Robyn just don't never give it life. But every year she drops some. Remember she did that when Monique was supposed to come to her event?
Yes, she did.
She does that. She does it at least once a year. She'll throw wine, something about wine. And most of the time, whatever happens between them is serious. That I did hear from both ends. Oh. And Karen is doing damage control for a reason. Whatever's coming down the pipeline is good. And I'm so impressed it hasn't been leaked.
They not gonna leak it.
That's a good question, Charlotte. They do seem out of it.
I don't know. I don't know. The way they're talking, Juan is a good dude and he's not doing anything wrong, but I don't know if that's true. Because somebody was trying to make it seem like, remember I shared that somebody said that Michael helped Juan get an apartment in one of his buildings with his woman.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
I was like,
I don't believe that because, first of all, I mean, we know Michael likes Juan, but to the tune of "I'll buy you a condo and put it in my name," and then second of all, right, and second of all, if Ashley is still living there as of right now, you ain't gonna be able to have a relationship with a woman on another floor of the same building. Expect me to shut up about it. I just don't believe that's true.
Because Ashley will talk, okay? She's not gonna have it. And you know that one girlfriend does not look like Karen unless it was Karen with her surgeries. And so,
right, Leanne.
Don't do it, Karen. I think that was it. Oh, somebody was saying that Chris didn't enjoy Candiace's party. He stormed out, upset. Do y'all think
he wasn't dressed up like like everybody else, like looking cute and summery? He got on 2 t-shirts with a toothpick and some joggers.
But he's at his own home and he's comfortable.
Well, you heard the girl when he was like, "You're late." She was like, "Well," he said, "and I was on time." And then she said, "Well, you look like you're not dressed yet." And then that's when he said, "Well, Candiace said it's because I'm white." So the girl even told him, "You need to go change clothes, Chris." So do you think, Leanne, do you think that Ray shouldn't have told Chris to apologize? I know we talked. Joy, don't you say nothing. Does anybody want to come in? If not, we're going to get off of here.
Callie ain't even saying nothing.
Not talking to Leanne. Ray should have minded his business. Okay.
I think Ray comes from an old school train of thought. And I realized a couple of years ago that I was raised by a 70s mom. So I have 80s views. My daughter's, sort of speaking, is in the I'm taking y'all down a rabbit hole. My point,
right? And then you can forget your thought. So come on.
Right. My point is this: Ray comes from an old school train of thought, and to when someone is offended, when someone has misinterpreted your intent, you clear that up, because who you are would, your reputation usually as a man is what you have. And if there is an issue, you just want to clear it up. That's what gentlemen do. He's just not a gentleman. Chris is not a gentleman. He's a person he's not a selfless type of guy. Gentlemen are kind of selfless. You're thinking about the other person. And, everybody else enjoying the party. He's sitting on the porch. He ain't even got socks on.
Joy, leave that man alone. No, Joy, how you gonna talk about the man's socks?
Because I'm sitting there looking at it. It's on my TV.
Like, Chris, I don't know. I think he's had a rough go at it because he doesn't seem happy anymore. Just even when he goes live and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know if it's because of he was the Gizelle thing or what.
I mean, I'm sure that has a lot to do with it. He just
doesn't.
I mean, he was drinking last season.
Yeah.
Like, literally. Like, that was a conversation between him and his wife. Like, every time you see him, he's drinking.
Okay, and then remember, Joy, I think it was me and you and everybody else was against us when we were saying where Candiace was like, all of them ain't loyal. And they was like, I don't think that was meant for Wendy. And I don't think that was meant for Karen. And I don't think that was meant. Candiace even agreed that she needs to be more specific when she talks about people. So while y'all trying to make up for Candiace saying all, and she agreed with me that she was not specific.
Yeah. Sounds like she agreed with us then.
So who?
You said too, Callie.
You still don't know who she was talking about. It couldn't have just been Gizelle, because some of the points Gizelle ain't handling items. So that's why I was saying it, because I thought she was talking about Gizelle. Period. But when she talked about that, I was like, that's Wendy or Karen or because Ashley don't handle nothing and Gizelle don't. That's pretty much all of them. Robyn does. It was so weird. Candiance was tripping that day. She was in her feelings. And she's too old to still be in her feelings about everything. That's why I was saying it's so much you trying to get me. Ain't nobody even listening to each other.
Also Lee said that. I'm gonna call you Lee because I'm lazy. Everybody got a nickname. She said names in the live excluding those she wasn't talking about. Then who was she talking about, Lee? Can you tell me?
Right.
Is that it? I was happy Jamal was there. I like Angie and Dora. I thought they looked beautiful. Any more things? I think that was all I had.
I wanted to add that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just saying that I thought that that the way that they're handling the Wendy situation, it seems to me they're picking on Wendy this season, and they're picking on Chris this season. Every season there's a fall guy, and Chris's turn. He's in the seat at the moment, but they've constantly been on Wendy since the first season. They were observing her, and her degrees seem to be a big issue for them. And the fact that she is verbal and she can retaliate as soon as they come with something, she's right back on them with a rejoinder right away. They don't like that. So she's highly intelligent, and she will let them know in a heartbeat who they talking to. So now, Chris, I don't agree that he should apologize. That apology is an admission of guilt. If you have nothing, you're not guilty. Why are you apologizing?
Absolutely, Sandy, I agree.
You're giving it life. You're giving it life. Saying,
he giving it life, Sandy, going on Twitter.
Well, y'all giving it life to keep telling him to go apologize like Ray did.
I did tell him to apologize.
Not you specifically, honey. I know you're not on the show, you know what I mean.
I got you. Be specific.
Yeah. So, because then you have to be careful of what you say, because there could be some soup that could come down the pike later on.
Absolutely.
So he should never acknowledge that. And as far as Gizelle, he thought that they were buddies, okay?
Yeah.
But they're not, okay? Gizelle has her own hidden agenda, believe it, okay? Gizelle takes care of Gizelle. This is just more of a storyline for Gizelle to give that some life. So Chris has to start being smarter in his choice and back away from her, because as far as I'm concerned, I think Chris is a good dude. Okay, he's a good man.
Right, I do too.
And although I don't think he married the right person, okay,
what do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
They're imbalanced, okay. Do you see her nurturing? And I don't see her being nurturing and loving to Chris. I see her, she's the one that he caters to her. And I agree with that.
How does he cater to her?
She's the prima donna. Whatever she wants, she gets. But the only thing where she was in defense of him with this last little insinuation that he was after Gizelle. Oh, please, Miss Hotbox, he ain't interested, okay?
I don't know about that.
I don't know. I just don't think that. I mean, Gizelle is pretty, but that's where it ends, okay? It's got to be what's on the inside, and several of her choices have not been the best, okay? So, I mean, it's just one right after another. Even her girls acknowledge that they haven't known what it's like to have a good role model, okay?
Well, I think she doesn't want to have a lot of men around her daughters. So she doesn't bring a lot of them around.
Well, that part is good.
She was talking about modeling of love. She wasn't saying a good role model. They were talking about love and relationships.
They
And
were talking about a man-woman relationship.
that's
Right, which is
love.
still
You
role
made it
model.
seem like that. No, in regards to in relationships, not in regards to a role model in general. That's not what she was saying.
Well, I
She was
agree.
talking to her girls about
Male, woman, female relationship is what they're saying. They've never seen it.
I don't think she wants that.
That's not her
kind of
fault.
emotions.
But that's not her fault.
Why?
But a lot of women don't want, when you have daughters, you don't want to bring a lot of men around your daughters.
Right. Look, I can tell you that. I can that 100%.
I don't think that. Yeah.
You may not want to bring men around right away, but certainly over a period. First of all, they know their father. Their father's got a whole congregation of women and babies and all that stuff. They know that history for years. Why would she even think about getting back with him? He couldn't even get a sniff. You understand?
Well, Sandy, you know how many women go back to men who ain't no good.
That's true. You're right.
I mean, you probably got friends who doing what Gizelle is doing.
After a while, she knows how many women there are in his congregation.
Yeah, I think she could date. Well, I think she tried with Sherman though, y'all. You have to remember she did bring on Sherman, and you see what happened with Sherman, and she ain't brought anybody since.
Well,
she liked Sherman. The girls liked Sherman. And the cast broke them up. So she's not gonna bring anybody else around.
Well, you have to realize if the same thing keeps happening over and over again, what's the one common denominator?
What keeps happening over and over again, though? What have
you seen? Unsuccessful relationships.
How many relationships has she had that was unsuccessful?
Well, first of all, Jamal was the
how many other ones? You only know of 2 relationships.
How many years? How many years did this go on?
Well, that's like us being mad at Mel. You cannot like Mel.
She was trying to get back to Gizelle,
to Martell, and not understand what Gizelle did. I mean, women do that.
And then there's the history of her relationship. There's the history of her on Hampton College, okay?
What have you heard that's about Hampton College that you know firsthand?
If you watch and listen to Karen's remarks,
so you gonna just believe Karen who didn't go to college, or that?
I believe Karen. Okay. I believe
Karen wasn't even at the college, baby.
I'm sure the reputation was out there.
So you're gonna believe somebody who wasn't at the college by her reputation?
You don't have to be at the college.
That's like somebody talking about you on campus, and I ain't go to college with you. And
you notice she didn't say anything about it
because she's not gonna argue with Karen.
Because Karen is delusional. It's good to say to ignore those fools.
Y'all take these shows. So I mean, okay.
But now, so do you, Tik?
I don't. When it comes to relationships and stuff like that, I don't. I don't think that Gizelle and Jamal speaks to her relationship with every other man she's been with.
So when is she going to show her daughters something else that
when they get older,
when she finds the one that she wants
enough
to show
for them
off,
right now.
You know what? She needs to get into therapy because there's something wrong inside of her. You know, you can't keep going through the same revolving door. Expecting when you go around one time
doors are revolving. Besides Jamal.
Oh, God.
Well, she keeps picking the same kind of dude. It's the same.
One like Jamal.
Okay, I'm just gonna mute y'all out because Joy's making me laugh and she ain't even talking.
I'm just trying to figure out what, because I see people in
this woman is not finna get my pressure up.
Making all these assumptions.
I'm just
and there's no proof about it.
A word
so I'm just sitting there like, where are they getting this from?
She just don't like her.
You can't. Because Gizelle has friends from Hampton that hangs around all the time. You've never heard any of them. You've never heard any man from Hampton say anything bad about Gizelle.
Okay, Charlotte,
You've heard Karen. You have heard no one from Hampton University say anything negative about Gizelle. Have you? Or
Charlotte's saying something. Charlotte says she honestly didn't have a bad reputation. So that's
we haven't heard it, but except from Karen.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, I just don't think anybody should believe anything Karen
says. A lot of people was hoes in college. I mean, come on. A lot of people was hoes in college. You can't be mad at Gizelle if she was ready to know and slipping your way. They were. I'm not saying she was. But come on now. Y'all got men have sex all day long in college with 35 million women. But when a woman does it, something's wrong. And I don't even think Gizelle did it. But I think she probably thought she was too pretty to give her little cooch to everybody.
Okay, speaking of women having multiple sex partners and all that, you know how Marcel and them get those non-disclosure agreements?
Right.
Guess what female has once she makes her date sign?
Oh, I heard about this.
Did you hear about that? Lori Harvey.
Yeah, the Harvey girl.
I thought you better work. Okay.
Yeah, now they said when she pledged them, she was mean. Because Gizelle ran the house. I think Erica pledge under her? I think Erica said that.
Joy, you on mute.
You're on mute, Joy. But that don't mean she was a hoe.
I will say this, that also with Erica has to put it in perspective that Gizelle was 2 years older than her. She was a sophomore when she pledged, and Gizelle was a senior. But are you best friends with somebody that was mean to you? Like it's mean in a way of pledging.
It was pledging
like
mean.
Those people become real brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
They still hanging out, and they ain't been to college since the 90s.
You just at her party.
Right.
Do you think Gizelle maintains long-term friendships?
She does. She just was at do you follow her on Instagram? I think people just watch the show and that's all they see, and that's okay. But they have lives outside of the show with friends and stuff.
I mean, Erica Lyles is a friend of hers from college.
They said Karen admitted that she made all that stuff up because she was mad at Gizelle. She said she didn't believe that at all. Like, we don't.
And does Karen believe that Gizelle not even once defended it? Did y'all notice that?
What?
All that stuff that Karen said, Gizelle never defended it.
Because it's not true. When somebody says something and you got to make a lot of noise about it, that means
like what we think is crossing the line. Gizelle it was interesting TV. Like she really, I don't know what her psychology is, but she really does see this as a job, and other people take it too personally.
Well, Unreasonably Shady Jamal said when we was growing, people had to worry about crosses being burnt and all this stuff. We just got a blogger making up stories. I don't care. And so they have to have, the only way you can survive in this is if you have thick skin.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Karen and Gizelle do apologize to each other. I think they don't do it on camera.
I would like to see some of that though on camera.
I wish that they had showed that part that stands out of my mind in Reunion. She was trying to show Candiance how basically her and Gizelle play dirty within boundaries. And Karen, and they cut it. She said, Gizelle, can we show her how this is done? Do y'all remember that?
Yeah.
I remember, And I heard that she was just, one of the things that Karen said in interviews, like in Midway, which because Gizelle, well, both of them eventually did, but Karen was being interviewed. She basically was saying that her and Gizelle got together last season and said, we got to fix this. This gone on too long. Like they actually said that in an interview.
And you can tell they're doing that because I remember when she said, hey, friend, when she came down the stairs for her birthday, she said, what's wrong? She said, Mia said the party ain't for me anymore. And Gizelle said, what? So they really are friends. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you think Charisse really has something on Karen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I can't wait. I hope it comes.
It has to be good because Karen is doing damage control. I mean, she's been doing YouTube videos and live in places, trying to explain herself. like before it even come up.
T has a good question. She said Gizelle doesn't make Karen apologize, but she wants Candiance and Wendy to apologize.
Say that again.
She said Gizelle doesn't make Karen apologize, but she wants. I don't remember her asking them to apologize.
She actually asked Karen for an apology. That's not true. That was what the thing was. She actually asked Wendy for an apology right after the incident happened. Immediately, she was like, "When you're ready to talk to me, I'm here."
Yeah, she was going to apologize. Yeah, she did. And
like Wendy didn't refuse to talk.
That is true. Yeah, she was going to apologize to Wendy. That's true. Kelly, you back?
And yeah, they just flipped it. That's why I said, because so many things happen. Personally, I'm just a person that watched so much TV. I would always be thinking from a strategic point of view. Is this something I want to ride, or is this something I want to eat?
Yeah, do I want it to die down?
And sometimes some things are worth riding, but some things just aren't. And you could decide to, and you could flip a whole game by saying I'm sorry, because the other person might want to ride it out, but they'll end up looking stupid because if you thoroughly, sincerely apologize, you take the onus off of you and place it on them. They don't look at it like this. But if you listen to what's her name, Candiance talked about this. She says she just shows up for work.
Yeah.
Do you think that some of this is how they're politicking to give Potomac some footage that would make the show pop and get ratings, or do you think it's strategic, or what?
I think that Potomac has the goods. I don't know why I don't hit Beverly Hills numbers, because it's better than Beverly Hills, and Beverly Hills is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beverly Hills is really good. But I just think enough people ain't really gave it a chance. But because I've noticed even a lot of non-black people watch Potomac.
Yeah, that's not fair. Candiance is isolating her non-black viewers. She needs to stop.
Yeah, and because they're in a group.
Candiance ain't worried about y'all.
I'm black. Wait a minute. Where you at, Kelly?
Y'all tripping. Y'all is tripping. Okay.
There's another show that it's an Indian show. It's Karma something or other. Yeah. What about that show? Did y'all
watch that?
Oh, I love that show. It's got a lot of zip to it. You never, I mean,
I think.
No, I don't like it.
You never watched it, or what?
I don't know.
It's I didn't like it. I started with episode 1, and I kept going because of just the way the show is running, the people that's in it. There's always some juicy stuff and stuff like that that's going on in it. I like it very much. I mean,
Jersey's coming back, right?
Oh, that should be interesting. When's that coming back on?
I don't know. When is Jersey coming back? Jersey.
I think March. I saw a date.
Oh, dang. So when's Ultimate Girls Trip coming? We need some shows. I
can't wait till that one comes.
And Bell Collective.
Yeah, and Portia's on the Ultimate Girls Trip with Gizelle and Candiance.
Yeah, that one's going to be fun.
It's going to be good.
You think they're going to ever give Portia another show?
No.
I don't think so either.
Nope. I don't know what she did, but Bravo might be done with her too.
Really? Wow.
I think they would have got her wedding.
I can't believe they didn't get that wedding.
Yeah.
That wedding looked like Coming to America, what Candy wish she really had. That picture in weddings, girl, I'm talking
all those outfits.
Picture in wedding with pictures.
Well, listen,
like a dream.
I like Portia, but I hope her marriage lasts long than what she did to change them dresses out. She did a production, so this wedding better at least last 10 years.
It was ultra fabulous. I loved it. I don't know. She kind of messed herself up with the behaviors that just wasn't
Yeah.
suitable for TV, and stuff like that. So
Portia done fought one too many times.
So
You can
what's up
only
with
do it
Nene?
3
Is
times.
she gonna be coming? Are they gonna bring her back on any of the shows?
She's gonna be on Ultimate Girls Trip with.
She looks great with her surgery, right?
Nene is going to be on Ultimate Girls Trip.
She had nasal surgery.
Who?
Nene.
Oh, I thought she said Nene had surgery.
Oh, absolutely. She had rhinoplasty.
Okay.
Look at her now, and you look
I
at
thought she was talking about Portia. No,
No.
Nene's not coming back either. No.
Nene Leaks.
Nene gone.
She looks great.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Nene
So
coming back. Anything else, ladies? I just realized we've been on here an hour and 30 minutes.
it's good to see y'all and hear y'all.
You too.
All right, y'all ready to get out of here, Joyisha?
Yes.
I don't know why I want to call you Joyisha.
When we coming back?
Not till next week, because we don't watch nothing else. Scan this code, people.
Monday,
unless something hot topics come up, we'll talk about. But I do miss y'all.
Making babies still.
No. P did, yes. And it's not by the girl, Carisha. How he having a baby by somebody that ain't the woman he with?
that rapper girl.
Oh, Escape Show is coming up. We'll watch that.
Wait a minute. And so the mistress.
Did y'all ever get to see when the Scotts was on Steve Harvey show?
No, they lost, so they don't play repeats of the losing families.
No, I didn't want to watch them.
Oh, okay.
Who is Megan?
And the Megan Tory. Did y'all hear?
I say who is Megan Tory? I know you're talking about. Yeah. We'll talk about that.
Was good. And her attorney. Guess not her attorney, but his attorney, Tory Lane. Guess who his attorney is? One of his attorney team members.
Ronald Richards.
Lord, no.
No.
You know what?
No, it's the lady from you threw me with that Ronald Richards. I can't think of the lady's name. Anyway, she's the one that was on the O.J. Simpson defense team back in the day. She's the one that had the affair with Daddy Kardashian. She's Lindsay Lohan. Huh?
The case is happening now?
Oh yeah, it started today.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So it came out today that Tory and Megan actually had an intimate relationship with one another.
No.
Yes. And Kylie Jenner and Corey Gamble is all going to be on his defense team and not hers, because they were at Kylie's house the night that happened.
No.
Yes, child. Okay.
Where can I watch it?
It's not on TV. I that one guy, Dennis Byron, that's where I'd be getting the updates from. Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Okay.
I don't know how this gonna turn out.
The baby is by some lady who ain't Carisha. That's all I know. And Carisha's Young Miami, right?
Yes. Yeah. Is that her real name, Carisha? I'll tell you. Okay.
Yeah, I think it is. It was a whole mess. Okay, Shay. Thank you, Leanne.
Is that the one that Candiance was talking about?
What'd she say? No. Candiance is Trina.
No, she said.
What show is that?
With the tooth? Isn't she missing a tooth?
No, that's Christine Rock. She's from Baddies.
Because I don't know who that is.
She fight everybody.
Oh.
Candiance better leave her alone. That girl fight everybody. We don't talk to her. She beat up everybody. We ain't her friend.
Tammy Roman?
Well, Tammy's grew up.
No, I thought that's who you was talking about when you said beat up everybody. Who you talking about?
Christine Rock, I think it's her name. She beat up her boyfriend all the time. His name is Blueface or something.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Did y'all see Tommy from Love and Hip Hop?
No.
Tommy from Love and Hip Hop had that argument at the hotel.
Yeah.
Oh, it said Tory and wait a minute.
Did you hear Tammy Rowland's podcast with Carlos King?
No, I heard about it, but
it was actually really good. She explained a lot of stuff about her first season on Basketball Wives. It kind of makes sense, and how it was just really interesting. How it was just a lot of stuff that was kind of made up, where she said she didn't realize she come from the old school with reality TV where they didn't create scenes. Like those things really did happen organically. So she said she had pretty much filmed everything. And when Evelyn had told her about messing with Kenny, she said the producers allegedly told Evelyn that she had already knew about it.
Oh.
And so Tammy was completely ambushed about Evelyn having messed with her husband.
Oh, so the producers Evelyn thought that Tammy knew.
Yeah. And she said she didn't realize until almost that day, because all that stuff about the food stamps, all of that kind of stuff was real. She was just saying that her first season, she was just playing whatever. And she was like, she didn't live in the same state. She was working somewhere in the week and coming down there filming on weekends. So
she's giving an excuse why she acted crazy.
Yeah, she was just talking about. No, I ain't saying
I'm just sitting here waiting what's gonna come out of this.
Because Ted can't stand Tammy.
He asked him, "What is the thing that you regret the most?" I thought we talked about this.
No,
and it was the smushing of that whoever that girl was in the face.
Yeah, Keisha.
Yeah, she mushed somebody in the face.
Well, but she's mushed 15 different people in town, so I'm confused. Was it Mika Claxton?
Keisha? I can't remember. I'm just telling you. Yeah.
I mean, but
I don't even remember them people's names.
Okay, y'all, wait a minute. I need some clarity on this. Tori and her friend had gun residue. So who is Tori's the guy, I thought.
Tori is the guy, but there was another girl there, and those were the only two that had gun residue on them.
Oh.
So Tori says he didn't shoot her, but they're not saying if the girl did the shooting or not. Either way it goes, Megan got shot.
What?
Yeah, so anyway, it's been interesting so far, but still so much I know. They think it'll take like just a week.
Who is Speedy Claxton? I'm confused.
I don't know that name, child.
They said the woman that Diddy got pregnant is married. Is she married to Speedy?
She's married.
Kelsey is the friend. Y'all, I need to get on this. It's like okay. I didn't know.
Diddy's potential baby mama is Diddy related to Nick Cannon?
I think they compete
because they about neck and neck.
That's crazy.
Kelsey aren't biologically his. Some of those children aren't biologically his, right?
Only one, Albie Shure's son. The rest of them are all his.
Oh, they're saying that Megan's friend had gun residue too.
Yeah, so Tori's defense was trying to put it on Megan's friend, who was also there, Chelsea. They both had gun residue, right? And so if he gets convicted,
from like helping Megan, like when she touched her foot.
Say it again.
I don't know. Could the gun residue from when she like helped Megan with her foot, or she touched Megan's foot? How does gun residue work? I don't know.
I don't either. But she also Megan also said,
but when you shoot the gun, that's kind of like the dust,
right?
Out when the gun, and you can't clean it off. You either it's there or it's not.
But I'm saying that Megan's friend helped her foot, like touched her foot.
Right, if it could have got on that way.
Came from.
Well, Megan also said that when he shot, he kept saying "dance, B, dance," and everybody else that was there said he didn't say that. So visualize that though. So he goes to intentionally shoot at her feet, and as he's doing it, allegedly, he's telling her, "Dance, bitch, dance."
What?
That's what she said. And then everybody else that they've talked to, I guess in courts, they said we missed that. That didn't happen.
Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna watch it though. Thank you, whoever brought it up, because Callie didn't bring it up for me, so I don't know that.
Okay. All right. Okay.
All right, now I gotta go.
Me too.
What show was that, Monty?
It's a real life.
Yeah, this is real.
This is about Megan Thee Stallion. This is the real life.
And when does that come on?
It's not a TV show. It's in the news.
Right. I want to see the TV show too.
The rapper. Yeah. The leprechaun is sick. Who is the leprechaun?
All right, y'all. We'll be back next Monday.
Right? Okay.
All right.
Y'all take it easy.
Okay. Bye-bye.
See you.
Y'all. Peace out.
We all got on camera at the same time.
Right.
Bye.
See you.
I'm going to end it this